Hello, everyone.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Really good. We're super excited to be here chatting with everybody.
Yeah, me too. We have some exciting news to tell everyone, and I think we should wait for a couple of more minutes so everyone joins and we can start the space. But we have some,
Sure.
like I was saying, some exciting things to tell to the community, both of us.
Yes, we do. Absolutely. Yeah, we've been looking forward to this for a minute.
Hello, Giddy team. Hey, Fran.
Hello.
Hi, Weso.
How's it going?
The man itself.
Going good. Can you all hear us okay? We're trying a new setup here.
Yep. You guys are all together, right?
Yeah. Yep. You got Eric and Brendan and Travis. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you very well.
Awesome. Great.
Okay. I think we should start the space now. Again, thank you everyone for joining. Since we have people that use Beefy and don't know about Giddy and the other way around too, I think we should start by first introducing the speakers. I will act sort of as a moderator, and afterwards, probably Weso can like explain what we are doing from Beefy, and you guys can explain Giddy to our community. How does it sound?
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Awesome. Let's start with Weso. Do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Sure. So I'm Weso. I am the, lead developer over at Beefy. So leading the charge at the multi-chain yield optimizer. We actually, for a little bit of context, met Giddy at in Miami at Permissionless, and their show-stopping DeLorean they had out there. So we had to had to say hi, stop up, get some pictures. But they're super. We actually had quite a long chat. It was like super insightful to hear what they're building. I think it's very exciting. It's something this space needs, which is making things easier for everybody. So excited to be part of this space and to see what sort of synergies both of our protocols can provide each other.
Yeah, we got T-shirts out of that, so that was a pretty good deal for us too. But also, you were one of the few people that we gotten to talk to who was very deep technically, like a true DeFi developer. So that was really fun for me to just chat with somebody about nerd stuff, some super hyper code for a minute. Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, we all got some merch during permissionless, and the people that are joining here will have the chance to earn some Giddy and some Beefy swag as well. But before we move on to that, do you guys want to introduce yourselves from the Giddy side?
Yeah, for sure. So you got Eric Parker here. I'm the CEO, co-founder of Giddy.
Hey, Brendan here, one of the co-founders, chief of product, and Travis Tidwell, the chief DeLorean officer at.
That's right. Travis has all the genius ideas and does these amazing marketing things for us. So we are a team of about 20 now here at Giddy. We started this company in earnest like August of last year. That's when we got into an office. I think we were like 7 or 8 people strong at that point in time. We've just been growing since then. So yeah, all of us are native DeFi degens. We all have a software developer background for the most part, and we're just really into the space within the last like 2 years ish, and had just a really lucky opportunity to start a company, get some funding, hire some people, and we've been growing like crazy. It's really a lot of fun. Like what Wiso said, we met at Permissionless, and it was exciting for us because I've been a fan of Beefy for a long time. Yep. We all know the company, we all know the protocols. People in our circles are excited about Beefy too. So it was kind of a surreal moment for us to meet people in person that we had been, messing around with on the blockchain for a while. So anyway, strong backgrounds in crypto, in product development and software development, and yeah, we're loving life. This is the best job any of us have had ever.
Yeah.
So
good stuff so far. So yeah, that's us.
Awesome. I feel the same way. Working for Web3 and for Beefy, I'm very passionate about it. It's great that you guys feel the same way. And now to the part that most of our listeners wants to know about. We have a lot of things in common with Giddy that we will elaborate a bit later. But first, I think we need to level the playing field and explain what is Beefy, what we're doing, and also what is Giddy, what are you guys trying to accomplish, which is something very ambitious, let's say. So we are pushing for you guys to achieve your goals, let's say.
Yeah, for sure.
Wesso, do you wanna start?
Well, actually, I was going to say, if the Giddy team can start first and just kind of go over, what Giddy is, what they're looking to accomplish. I think I can kind of piggyback on how Beefy fits into that right after. So
yeah, makes sense.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds great. So so I got started in crypto back in 2012, Bitcoin mining. I built a couple of Bitcoin and Ethereum rigs over the years, and around the 2019, 2020 timeframe, I got into DeFi because I'm mining these tokens, I'm building these computers. There's only so many graphics cards you can afford or even get at the time. So I'm like, what on earth do I do with these tokens? And I had been sort of exposed to DeFi. I'd heard the words. I kind of sort of knew that it was the new thing, and I'd been resistant to learning it because it was just daunting. And then I just got sucked in. I got absolutely enthralled with the space. And the more I learned about it, the more I was like, messing around with smart contracts, making tokens, doing different investing and different things. And I actually got a couple of friends into it. Brendan here was one of the first people that I introduced. We were messing around on the Binance Smart Chain, got involved in some pretty early projects. We had some lucky breaks. We had some unlucky ones.
We got rugged. We made money. We rugged ourselves.
Every way that you can lose money in DeFi, we've done it. We haven't figured out all the ways to make money yet, so there's always room for improvement. But we started just getting more and more people into DeFi, just talking about it, just couldn't put it down. And we kept running into people who were like, this is interesting. It's way too hard. Can you please just do it for me? And
like we would walk them through step by step. Get your MetaMask, get your coin. Here's how you go to this chain and that protocol, and here's how you stake. And even seeing all that, it's too hard. Just here's money, and we're like, we can't do that. We're not like that's illegal. We can't invest for you.
we looked into it. We started looking into a company. I mean, it basically would be structured like a centralized DeFi, investment company, maybe like a hedge fund or RIA or something like that. And it was just way too heavy of a lift. You needed lots of licenses,
before you can do that. Yeah, you got to be compliant.
Oh yeah, it's a big thing. So we actually started this company as like a coaching service. We'd get on Zoom calls and help people click the buttons through crypto.com and MetaMask and DeFi land. And inevitably it came to the same place, which is, this is too hard. Can you please do it for me? And being software developers ourselves, as soon as you hear something like that, you start thinking about how to automate a problem. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's kind of when the light bulb goes off, right? It's like, hold up, if there was something, and it's super cliche. Everyone wants to be the Robin Hood of whatever, but it's just too fitting for this example. If there was something like Robin Hood, an app where you could just log in, swipe a credit card, and boom, you own Tesla stock. If you could do that for DeFi, wow, that would be so powerful, and it would literally solve this problem for people.
That's exactly right. Our benchmark customer is somebody like my mom or your mom, or nothing against moms, maybe grandfathers. It's the person that has money sitting in a bank account. The bank is taking that money. They're earning a high interest rate off of it, and they're giving you a very, very low interest rate. And everybody that's probably listening right now has had to go through this extremely interesting sort of in-depth learning process. And it's almost like a badge of honor, but it's also the thing that's keeping the mass adoption from really, really growing. So if you think about some of the challenges in the DeFi space, there's those things like telling somebody who's not familiar with cryptography how to explain the importance of a private key, how to store it, how to make sure that it's never lost, but also not stored in a way that anybody else can ever get it. That's a really big challenge. Things like infinite approvals that exist, and having tokens airdropped into your account that you think, oh great, I got money. If you think about everybody going through back in the 1990s, we all had to learn not to send money out to Nigerian princes, and now it's totally laughable. But the same things are happening in the DeFi space with airdrops into your wallet.
Do you guys remember the Nigerian prince token? There was
yes,
there was a run on Binance Smart Chain. All the new meme coins were named after some scam.
Yeah.
So funny.
Just like leaning into it.
I like the logical conclusion of all this stuff, this whole entire story. We just recently launched our beta version of the native mobile app, and we're getting it into the more hands of users as we go. We just had someone onboard their 80-year-old parent, I think he's 82, into a curve pool. So there's A-Try Crypto 3, right? You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and 3 stable coins, and you can add 5 different tokens to create a liquidity pool token and then stake it and start earning these interest. An 82-year-old is in Giddy right now, earning interest on a curve pool. Just like think about how crazy that is.
So
like
when Travis says that's our benchmark, like when we can say honestly that the people with that maybe minimal level of technical experience, knowledge in DeFi, let alone crypto, DeFi, all this, can get in and start earning and benefiting from the space, we know we're like hitting our goals. And then walk that backwards, and everyone that is already in DeFi or maybe has some crypto on Coinbase can also benefit from the same system. That's like our main goal.
And it's non-custodial. It fits what we believe philosophically needs to happen to scale DeFi. You own it, not your keys, not your crypto. We're helping people have a multi-factor, off-chain, recoverable wallet and own their crypto, make their decisions, and get into DeFi. And the vision is it's coming to life. It's like literally today we have people that couldn't otherwise do DeFi who are in it. So anyway, that's kind of the fire hose of everything that's got us to this point and where we're at. But yeah, the vision is DeFi that's safe, easy, fast, cheap for everybody. Just like what Robinhood did for stock trading, we want to do that for DeFi. Give it to everyone.
Yes.
Yep, that's us. That's probably more intro than maybe we were expecting, but
that's perfect.
Talk about this stuff.
Yeah, I think it really aligns with exactly what Beefy's trying to be, and even at like a multi-chain level. So, Beefy is a yield optimizer. So everybody knows yield farming can be quite complicated. It can be cumbersome since you have to make a lot of different transactions. If you want to maximize your yield by compounding your assets, it becomes kind of like a daily process, a lot of gas, a lot of time. And so Beefy simplifies all of that for you. You just pretty much stake it. Most of the time, it's just enter positions with even just one token. And then in the background, we do all of the automation for you. So we'll do all the yield farming. We'll go ahead and auto compound. We give you like 600 plus different vault choices on 16 different blockchains. And so, we're increasingly trying to make things just easier for the overall DeFi user, yield farmer. And now even with the new interface, we're trying to give you as much content, as much educational pieces as possible. So you could see historic yields, historic TVL. You could see maybe certain security risks that are involved with the vault itself. So you have a security score or safety score. We're working on obviously making bridging easier. We want you to identify all of the yield opportunities across the 16 different blockchains, not just connected to one chain to see the yield opportunities. So we're trying to give you as much information as possible, give you full access to the entire DeFi ecosystem cross-chain. And we're just trying to make everything just overall easier in the DeFi space. So the one thing that really aligns, obviously, with Giddy is that we're both trying to do the same thing, which is make DeFi easier, onboard more people, make it a little bit less overbearing of a task to learn and understand exactly what you're doing. And what is kind of funny, if you're looking at some of our data, we actually, though we don't have a mobile application and we're mobile optimized web application, most of our users, a good majority of them, are actually mobile users, which means that there's a huge market available of users that don't really want to leave their mobile phones and want to interact with DeFi, and the tooling is just not there yet. So I think that there's a tremendous opportunity for applications like Giddy to really onboard the next, we talk about like the next retail base that's coming into crypto and DeFi. And that's how we're going to be able to do it. We're going to have to make it a lot easier, bring down all the barriers, and make it mobile friendly. And so I think, with the Beefy underlying technology, we can actually fit right into what Giddy does and be able to access, Beefy vaults through the Giddy mobile application as well. But starting out our partnership, we'll at least get some Giddy vaults going, and we did that last night.
That's right.
That's exactly
Those
right.
are live.
It's no surprise that we were huge fans, already prior to even meeting you guys at Permissionless. I think we were a little bit starstruck. We're like, oh, it's Beefy, and then just became sort of these immediate fans. So we love the mission that you have, and we think that what we're doing also aligns. One quick note that I wanted to throw out just right at the beginning here, if that's all right here, we've now announced that we're doing a couple of giveaways, and so I just wanted to make sure people have enough time. Giddy is still so early in the process right now. We are still in early beta. We actually have only a handful of people that are testing it out right now. We are actually giving away 2 beta access codes. I guess that's not the right term.
Invites
into the beta. So to get that, if you're listening on the call and sort of what we're saying sounds interesting to you, and you think that you're in a position where you do want to beta test some of these features and be available for us, that'd be fantastic. All you have to do is just go to our website, download the mobile app. That gets your position in the wait list for general production. And then we also have, in fact, the easiest way is probably just on our Twitter to open up our link tree. So you can get the download links right there. And then also we have a form to fill out if you want beta access. So you'll just actually pull the referral share code once you download the app, and then put that into the beta form. And then we'll actually be giving away 2 access codes or 2 access invites during this session.
And that comes with 1,000 free Giddy coins for every beta tester. We give you a little bit of cash to start playing around in the app.
You can get that link on coinlaunch.giddy.co as well.
Yep.
Awesome. I will do it myself after we finish the space.
Awesome.
This is
We
this
might
is
know a guy. If
Yeah, if you want to get in early, we might know somebody we can put in a word with.
Sure. I was going to ask, this is available for all of the countries, right? Is there any limits?
The international minus the ones that are on like any U.S. embargo lists. I don't have the list in front of me right this second, but there's international minus like 10 countries or something. It should be available almost everywhere.
Yeah, if you can download the app off of the App Store, then you can get in. And like Eric said,
Yes.
it's virtually everyone.
Yeah, there's just a handful of countries. Japan doesn't like DeFi. Apparently, they banished us as well as like Binance and everyone else. Same like Toronto. The rest of Canada is good. So there's a handful, and maybe we ought to put out a list somewhere. I don't know, but the vast majority of countries it will be available. So
Awesome. And going back to your intro, guys, you mentioned that there are a few things that make Giddy unique. You mentioned, for example, the social recovery wallet. I also know that when you use Giddy, you don't pay the gas fees. Do you mind elaborating a bit on these aspects and how does it affect the users?
Yeah, for sure. So one quick thing on the gas. So the way it works, and this is a recent announcement actually, if you interact with DeFi protocols using the Giddy token as like the input or the output, we will pay your gas for that. And then every other time that you do pay gas, you have the ability to pay it with any token. So right now we're on the Polygon Network. You don't have to hold Matic in your Giddy wallet in order to pay gas. You can pay for gas in any token at all. And this is stemming from an Open Zeppelin protocol, the gas station network. There's actually some gas station nodes out there. They don't get used very much. They're not super popular because they're a little bit difficult to integrate with. But we had the opportunity to integrate it into the app. So we wanted to make sure that we just took away that difficulty that most people have, which, we've all been there before, where you accidentally trade away all of your governance gas token, like in a swap, and now you're out of gas and you have to on-ramp more fiat to pay your gas. It's a huge pain. It's something that most people don't even know about. So we solved that in a Giddy app by giving you the ability to pay for gas in any token. And then specifically, if you do transact with the Giddy token as the input, we will actually pay 100% of the gas fee for you. Yep. Whereas if you use USDC token to input,
it just comes out of that transaction.
Yeah,
a small amount to cover the
exactly.
gas.
You'll be paying the gas, and but you can pay it in USDC token. So that's one kind of exciting
Super
thing.
Convenient.
Yeah, super convenient. Exactly. It's just one of those many things that if you do want to scale, if you want to get the next 100 million people into DeFi, you just have to make those things easy and transparent. So the other part of it is what you mentioned, and I love this question, so I appreciate you asking about it. I think a lot of us here probably know about Vitalik Buterin's famous tweet around socially recoverable wallets, right? He said that we like, if we really want to scale this thing, we need to be able to protect a private key with multiple factors with the social recovery. So it's one of the problems that a lot of developers in the space are trying to solve right now. How exactly do you deal with Web3 identity in a way that's more secure than like a sticky note or a text or an email, or
and
even
more convenient than
a
metal engraved phrase that I have to go back and refer
exactly
to from time to time.
There's so many wallets that have a single point of failure, both for it, if you lose that metal engraved private key, that's it. If someone steals it because they hacked your iCloud, that's it.
In bad shape. Yep.
So it's a single point of failure, and there's a lot of solutions to it, right? There's people that are working on a lot of different things. One of a possible solution that we ended up not going with was a contract wallet, right?
Something like a Gnosis multisig.
Right, and there's multiple implementations of Gnosis multisigs. They're very good for a lot of use cases, but they don't do cross-chain very well. You have to redeploy it. It costs money to deploy. You end up managing multiple, private keys, and at least, it's possible to do that all programmatically to make it transparent to the user. But there's just some problems with it. So what we ended up doing is we're partnering with a group called Taurus. They changed their name to Web3 Auth. You might be familiar with them, but they are solving this problem with so fundamentally it's this thing called Shamir's secret sharing. Don't have to get into the details, but it's off chain and it's multi identity. But we extended it quite a bit by writing our own cryptography library that runs natively on the mobile app, which means that your raw private key never crosses the internet, never goes into our database or our server logs.
It's never stored at rest on your device either.
Never will be put into like Chrome storage. It'll never be put into your secure enclave on the device. Your private key exists theoretically, mathematically, except for the milliseconds that it's used to sign the transaction. Yep. So anyway, we're kind of getting into a bunch of details here, but what it means for users is that you can log into our app with Google or Apple or an email password, and that creates your wallet for you. It creates this multi-signature, off-chain, recoverable, very secure wallet where your private key, it basically doesn't exist in its raw form except for the moment that you sign the transaction.
It gets composed. Yeah, the app will compose it from these factors. So you have your social share. You'll have a recovery password that you can set up. A share can exist on your device, and then we can also custody a share for you. And then we'll continue to add more and more factors for people that want additional layers of redundancy and security. But at the point you go to sign a transaction, these factors will compose the key, sign the transaction, and then poof, the key's gone. So it's recoverable and convenient, kind of the best of both worlds. We're really proud of this aspect of our app.
And it's truly non-custodial. Even the share that you allow someone else to custody for you, it's encrypted by you. It's encrypted by a totally separate private key that you own. So, for example, if we wanted to add more guardians, we all know the big players in the space, but if we wanted to add another guardian and you wanted to add another recovery share with them, what it means is that your recovery shares, they're encrypted by you. They're only readable by you. So if one of these guardians makes a mistake, if they're not very careful,
somebody hacks the database.
Yep, they hack the database.
All those shares.
Yep, all those shares. They don't do anyone any good. They're encrypted. Like, you could attempt to brute force them, but getting one of those shares, it still means that you have to get someone's device. You have to hack their social account. You have to get their other recovery password, and it's configurable. So,
and if all that happens, they only get that person's wallet, and so
right.
there's never a big pot of money sitting around that someone can go after because we're non-custodial, right? It's divvied up into each person's wallet. So
a quote unquote big hack, it doesn't actually do anything to give people's private keys. The Solana situation that we all probably heard about, there was just private keys that were in logs that got compromised. So bad guys had direct access to wallets. We don't need to dig into that too much, but anyway,
that was crazy.
Oh man, right? That whole situation was nuts. There's bridge hacks. There's Linux boxes getting hacked to get money out of bridges. There's Gnosis safes getting hacked with spear phishing. It's rough out there. It's rough out there. It's rough out there. And this solution, it's quite good. It's going in the right direction. It's still, the space it's high risk. If you're doing non-custodial DeFi, there's always the risk that you're going to lose your funds. But I think we're moving it in the right direction in terms of usability and increased security.
Yeah. So there's a nice long answer for you.
There's
hopefully that's what you're looking for. But we could, you ask us these questions, we could go all day.
I know. It's our favorite thing to talk about.
No, it's perfect. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I agree that this is the right path that you are taking. Since for some people, for some of us, it's okay to be the keepers or the guardians of the 12 words or the 24 words. But for the retail industry or for like everybody else, we need a solution like this. So it's great that you are adopting new technologies to fix this in some kind of way.
Yeah. You know what's really funny about it is I actually just I'm on the beta, and I was showing the app to my sister, who is the farthest from DeFi that you could possibly be. She asked me, her own brother, if I was still at that Bitcoin company. So anyway, and I just kind of I opened up the app. It went through the initialization process. It went in there. I staked some money with a single swipe. That was it. It was just like 2 actions: tap the thing, go into the pool, single swipe. And I know in the background, all the things that had to happen where it pulled all these different shards together. It got all, it had to actually go through the approval process, do all these different steps in the background, and then redistribute that key. And my sister kind of looked at it, was like, huh, okay. like
feels normal.
Thing. But she's like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Right.
And so like, I'm happy that that's how it was. But part of me is just like, you don't know what went into making that possible.
Yeah. I've been through something very similar with my brother. He doesn't have Giddy yet, but I will onboard him.
Excellent.
In the beginning of our conversation, I mentioned that there are some things that we have also in common. One of the ways, the way that the Beefy token got distributed was a fair launch. Basically, what the people that wanted to own the Beefy token did in the beginning was to stake some tokens, and they earned the Beefy governance token. And you are doing something very similar with Giddy. You yesterday added Beefy to your coin launch site. Would you mind elaborating a bit on how does this work, and also explaining a bit to everyone listening what will be the use of the Giddy token, if you are planning to add like more use cases, or
love it. So and this all stems from our mission, which is to make DeFi usable, right? We're trying to solve some core problems in the DeFi space. Some of those things are gas, which most people don't even know about, but some of them are even more difficult to discover, like the infinite approval bug. Problem. I guess it's not a bug. It's kind of been designed that way. But we all know when you give a contract an allowance to spend money from your wallet, more often than not, it's practically infinity. And if you're savvy, you can go and correct those allowances. You can set them back to 0. But there's a lot of people out there that don't do that, either out of just inconvenience or they don't know how, and money
they don't even know that that's a problem,
or they don't know what's a problem, and money gets lost, money gets stolen. Yet another thing that is out there to bite you. So it's these DeFi problems that we wanted to solve, and over the course of just studying a lot of things and looking at different EIPs, we found a way to solve some of these core problems by writing the technology into a token, into our smart contracts. So the reason a token exists at all is for the utility that it provides to DeFi. So that's where we start with this whole thing. Is we found a way to solve infinity approval bugs. It also mitigates. It actually resolves. So there's something called SWC 114. It's this race condition where if you have 2 different approvals, someone can actually front run your transaction, take the money that's different, take the difference from those approvals, and then they steal your money. It also gives the power to do what we're doing at the gas station network, and for all these different things, what it boils down to is that the token allows you to stake into the Giddy app with a single tap. So this is all driving to the ultimate goal of getting as many people as possible into the mobile app with the safe private key with 1-tap staking. So if you back up a little bit from there, once we realized we had the ability to do this utility and have this technology, we had to think a lot about how best to distribute it, right? And some of this has to do with legal strategy. We have great lawyers we've been working with. We all know / don't know what the SEC is thinking, right? Like there's just, it's a total gray area in terms of regulation and how you define this versus, whether it's a commodity or a security or a currency or a combination of all these things. So we had to take, very careful steps in how we launched this thing so that we didn't cross over into the land of an unregistered security.
Yeah, you'll see this theme throughout a lot of what we talk about in the product, the kind of products we build. We are trying to bridge that gap from Web 2.0 to 3.0. So we're like a doxed company that's venture backed. We're trying to live in like the normal regulated world in the United States and abroad. Even down to our technology, we're letting people log in and authenticate with Google or Apple or these things they're familiar with, and then like bringing them by the hand into DeFi and making it a comfortable transition for them. So that kind of bleeds through everything we do. And going back to the coin, we discovered a way to set up these meta transactions where we bundle the approval into the actual transaction, makes the thing more convenient, provides some security benefits. And our goal is to create an EIP around that so no one can patent that or own it or keep it for themselves. We would love to see this technology adopted by the broader DeFi community and their coins and their contracts. The only coins that can do this right now are USDC and Giddy. Those are the only two coins we are going to allow, and for the time being, as inputs into our contracts for that reason, because they implement this technology.
Yeah. So what the token does in the app, for I guess there's two things that are really noteworthy. It powers one-tap staking, and if you use the Giddy token in the app, we pay your gas fees for you. So it's not only can you pay gas with Giddy, but we'll actually pay the gas for you. And USDC, you'll still be paying the gas. You can pay for it in USDC token, but the place that the Giddy token has in the app is that it'll be powering transactions. So it'll basically be increasing trade volume and powering these easy transactions. And the hopes are, like Brendan said, the hopes are that more and more developers start using the EIP that we're developing to solve for infinite approval and gas payments and basically even if it's on chain only, we would love to see progress in how everyone does DeFi.
Awesome. Thank you for that explanation.
If you don't mind, I'll throw one other foot out there too. So as Eric mentioned, this is purely utility. We are streaming the token, so the tokenomics are extremely simple. It's 1 billion total. None will be minted or burned after that. That token is being streamed by people staking into our Dapp, which is available on coinlaunch.giddy.co. And that's actually where we will be announcing, I guess, shortly. But I'll give a quick teaser that Beefy is certainly a friendly pool inside that Dapp that we'd love for you to stake into. And I'll just give one more plug since we're giving 2 beta access giveaways. If you go to that site, so coinlaunch.giddy.co, that's where you can get the Giddy token for free just by actually staking some assets. And you'll also be able to fill out, download the app, get your referral share code, and then fill out the form to join the beta list. And we'll be giving away 2 access codes for that.
Yep. I see you unmuted, Weso. You want to mention something?
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, we're actually just because we're going to send a tweet about it, I think imminently, about the BT staking inside the Giddy app, and I think it's somewhere around like 180% APR right now is what we calculated. So definitely a great opportunity.
Yeah, so it's we took a lot of inspiration from OXDAO, the way that they distributed their token, and we just basically stretched it out over a year instead of like 14 days or 3 days or whatever they did. And so the thing is, you can stake Bitcoin or wrapped ETH and get Giddy for free.
Awesome. And if you want to earn compounded interest in your Giddy or Giddy USDC deposits, you can do it in Beefy. Yesterday we released 2 vaults. I think the Giddy USDC is yielding around 500% APY. So you should definitely check that out. So before we move on to the giveaways, my next question is about the future in terms of blockchains for Giddy. Beefy is a multi-chain yield optimizer. We are in 16 different chains, and we are constantly expanding. You guys are currently in Polygon. Are you planning to expand to new chains? And also, it would be great if you could mention what are the current opportunities to invest in Giddy right now.
Great questions. I can start that off. So yeah, Polygon has been really great to start with. It fits right into our goals of low gas fees, fast transaction times. They're doing a lot of interesting stuff with their ZK technology, and we're excited to continue our partnership with them. But we at Giddy are trying to look in the DeFi space to wherever there's value, yield opportunities, opportunities for people to just get in and find that value on any chain. So we're looking at Ethereum mainnet is on our radar. Basically, any ERC20 or EVM compatible chain is a potential for us. Avalanche, right? There's all these great chains that are doing interesting things in the space. So, and we're keeping our eye particularly on Ethereum mainnet as we get to hopefully the flippening.
ETH2. When
I call it, it's probably more when people talk about it taking over Bitcoin and dominance. But yeah, flipping the ETH 2.0, we're watching for that. We're hoping that makes it a little more approachable for retail investors. So that's on our radar. What else am I missing?
I think that's a really good fundamental point to understand about what we're building is that the way we architected the private key solution, the way we've architected our EIP and smart contract code, currently it's very easy to go to other EVM chains. That's definitely the plan. But we want it to be compatible with wherever you do DeFi, wherever you do crypto. So that's a long-term goal. We have a lot of work to do before the platform is ready to just easily provide compatibility with all of the above. But at the moment, we have a handful of pools integrated into the mobile app, and then we have plans for making it a little more customizable and kind of doing DeFi however you want to in the future for those who are power users. But that's really kind of what we pride ourselves on, is that the value of our company is in the technology. We're not just a protocol or a token. We're trying to build a platform that will bring more people into crypto, into DeFi, and that definitely means cross-chain, compatibility.
Absolutely. We in the nearer term, like Eric mentioned, we're going to be bringing in more pools that exist on Polygon. We already have one Curve pool in there. Atri Crypto 3 Curve has a lot of other great stuff. Balancer has some great stuff we're currently working on.
Aave, obviously.
Aave, of course. Beefy has, of course, a ton of great vaults, and we're looking at opportunities to bring you guys right into our app. We've been, of course, talking about that before now. So lots and lots of good opportunities just right on Polygon. And as we grow the team, we'll continue to expand out to other chains. And we won't shy away from non-EVM chains. Like, we have a lot of Cardano fans here. We have a lot of Solana fans here, and we'll try to bring those all in over time.
And these are roadmap items. I hope people probably understand it, but we're working furiously to get the app super stable, super good, and we'll be adding more team members, adding more technology, more platforms and stuff. So just keep in mind, these are like roadmap goals, right?
Yeah.
Like, this isn't going to be ready like next week, but absolutely going forward, we want to bring all of the value of any blockchain in any form of crypto to the people on the app. So
that includes NFTs. We're going to have a fully functional NFT browser. We'll start with Ethereum and Polygon on that. When that goes live, we are launching our own NFT for the first 20,000 people that get into the full GA app. And if you get in the beta, you're in that group. The first 20,000 get a Giddy handcrafted NFT, which will come with some fun perks on our platform as well. So get in line for that. But we love the NFT community. We have some big NFT fans and people that have been in the space at our company. So for those of you that are into that, you'll be able to hold and send around your NFTs to friends and so forth.
That's another reason to sign me up.
That's right.
Yes.
So I think we could move into the giveaway now. We have two Beefy shirts to give away, and we also have some Giddy swag. Is this correct, guys?
That's right. So Travis here.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit before. Did you want us to? We've got kind of a fun spinny wheel thing that we can use. What did you want us to do for Beefy as well, or you guys have your own system?
Yes, I like the spinny wheel idea.
Spinny wheel, let's do it.
Okay. All right, bring got to do this. Click to spin, spin to win. Here we go. This is real time.
You can hear the buzzing right now. Ooh, we'll describe what we're seeing.
Okay.
So many colors.
All right. So if you are on the Twitter space, and how about that? The live audience has reacted finally this whole time.
I need to win, guys.
Is at RockChalk726.
Rock Chalk 726.
Yeah, you have won. You have won a Beefy T-shirt.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
King, how do we want them to follow up with you guys on the Beefy side? Just hit you up in your Discord or in Twitter.
The direct messages for the Beefy main account are open, so you can DM that account or you can DM me, and I will share the code for the shop.
Rock Chalk 726.
All right.
Get at those Beefy guys. Get your shirt.
Congratulations.
Shirt is going to.
Spinning. We're spinning.
I spun it really quick. All right. User. Oh, wait for it. There it is. It was right on the line. Okay. This is Rebel Soul.
Rebel_score soul.
That's you. You just
Rebel
won
underscore
yourself
soul.
a Beefy T-shirt.
I don't know why I started talking about radio. It's kind of fun.
Come on down.
All right, let's do. Okay, so we have. What do we have from us that we're giving away?
Yeah, I want to make sure. Was that everything?
Oh yeah, is it the two Beefy shirts? We have more Beefy swag.
No, that's all. The two shirts.
All right,
With the
two
free
Beefy
shipping.
shirts.
Okay, Rock Chalk and Rebel Soul. Well done.
What are we giving away from Giddy?
Yeah, so quick reminder on the Giddy side. So our process is going to be a little bit different. It's you just go to coinlaunch.giddy.co, download the app, get your referral code. For everybody that's put that in there, we've had some good response off of that. I will be sharing with you the last 4 digits of your referral code. So you'll have to open up the app and check.
So grab the app right now if you've got it. Take a look at your wait list. You'll see your referral code.
Yep, we've also pulled in some waitlisters, so we'll go ahead and spin it. So I'm just going to give it a second here, open up the app, show your referral code. And by the way, when you filled this out on the beta request form, you also entered in an email address that's needed for us to be able to actually communicate with you during the beta. So we'll reach out to you directly as well.
Yep, you don't have to get at us for this. We'll reach out to you, but we will announce it.
And we'll get you. We'll flip the switch, get you in the beta, get your free Giddy coin.
Okay, here we go.
And we won't say your email or anything. We'll
Yeah,
just say this
won't-
code.
we won't
It's not
dox
going to be
you.
a doxing event.
All right, John Smith, living in Virginia. I'm just kidding.
Social security number.
No. Okay, this is code lowercase a 7 capital L lowercase d. And again, we will email out to you. But if you have your app open and you see lowercase a 7 uppercase L lowercase d.
All right.
Okay, and then for the second,
we'll hit you up. We'll send you an email. Don't worry, we got it.
No need to dox yourself. We got you. Okay, next one. The second beta invite.
and go.
Skipping a line of hundreds and hundreds of people right now that have signed up to be in our beta. Goes to. It's on the edge.
It's on the edge.
It's software. How can it be in the
I
middle?
don't know. How did I do this?
You're giving away the secret. All right. If your code is capital N, lowercase p, capital N, capital J. So Impinja.
Nice.
Yeah, capital N, lowercase p, capital N, capital J. We will reach out to you and congratulations. Thank you for joining.
All right. 2 Giddy beta invites. That's pretty exciting.
Very nice.
We haven't done this yet, so it's kind of fun. Yeah.
Should we give away one Giddy shirt on the normal name wheel? What do you think?
We'll actually be throwing a little bit of swag on this too, if we want to. We want to be able to join in on that. So I just want to say big thanks to Beefy. You guys have been super awesome to invite us into this Twitter space. I also wanted to throw out one other thing too. So we mentioned reasons to join the beta. You'll be getting 1,000 free beta or Giddy token in order to be able to stake in, test out the app. That's worth about $40 right now. If you're on the waitlist, you can also share the app. We're giving away $25 worth of Giddy token to you and the person that joins in on the waitlist. And we're so excited to have Giddy listed with Beefy with that sort of 100 to 500% APY, depending on if it's the single asset or LP token. Beefy is a fantastic way to auto compound and be able to pull it in. So get on the beta list, get on the wait list, stake into some of the Giddy and on Beefy and start earning some more.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. The wheel was fun. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't win, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, I love the
I
wheel.
already
Is that proprietary technology?
It's the wheel of destiny. Yeah, we took us three months to build that thing.
We can't reveal our secret further in the app.
This is part of we're part of our secret sauce. Yeah.
We cannot find that wheel in Google.
It's wheelofnames.com. I've given away social media specialist secrets. He is going to be furious with me.
And we're happy to take questions too if there's time for that. But yeah.
Yeah, let's take some questions.
Yeah, so if you want to ask something to the Giddy team or to Beefy, please raise your hand, your virtual hand, and we will give you the rights to speak. Okay? I see Polygon Baby. He wants to speak. I will give you rights right now. This is a bit chaotic sometimes, but let's hope it works.
Yeah, the Twitter Space software could use a little bit of love from Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's used a lot though. They could.
It is super popular.
Yeah, especially for crypto.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I'll just point out while we're waiting, both Beefy and Giddy are, we have Discords. Love everybody to join up and join the community. You can ask questions there. We're pretty active. I know Beefy is too, so that's another good way to ask questions if you don't really want to, chime in at the moment. But we also do Twitter Spaces. We don't exactly have a schedule. It's like every 2 or 3 weeks for us, depending on what we have to talk about. So yeah, you can follow along, and we like to give updates every once in a while.
Yeah, I think most of the questions will come when after users start using the apps. So they will most likely go to their servers, to the Discord servers.
That sounds great.
Okay.
If you do come up with any, also hit us up in our Discord or tweet at us, and easy peasy.
Awesome. So just to recap on the beginning of our partnership, we launched 2 Giddy vaults, so you can deposit single Giddy in Beefy and earn compounded interest in your deposits. And also the same thing applies for Giddy USDC. I don't have the APYs right now, but I think they were around 500% APY. So it's a great return. And also, if you have Beefy and you want to earn Giddy, you can deposit your Beefy in coinlaunch.giddy.co, like .co. So that's another way to earn. Do you guys from Giddy want to wrap up, say something that we're probably missing, highlight something from the space?
We're just super happy to be here with you guys. Like I said, huge fans of Beefy. You guys are OGs as far as DeFi developers go, and so make sure you get on go download the mobile app from either Google or Apple. Get on that wait list, and then you can on coinlaunch.giddy.co. You can sign up to be a beta tester and get early access. And we really appreciate any feedback and usability stuff. And keep in mind it is a beta. It's really early version, so use your own judgment with how much risk you want to take moving your crypto around. We are just super excited to get more users into the app and more collaborations with the DeFi community. And I think our vision is really taking shape. We really want to be a big part of bringing on the next 100 million people into DeFi. And I think we have the tool set, we have the team, we have the collaboration, we have the support to pull it off. So, I view this as a team effort. We're definitely standing on the shoulders of giants with the technology that we've been using and developing and expanding. And I don't know, man, I just feel I'm super happy to be here, super grateful. And I'm going to say, beefy up your giddies and giddy up your beef. Let's go.
Someone's got to move.
Should we move?
Guys, honestly, personally, I love what you guys are doing. I wish you the best of the success, and we will support you as much as we can from Beefy. We don't have a lot of protocols that seems like they will disrupt the space too frequently, so having you around is amazing. No problem. Weso, do you want to say some closing words?
Yeah, I really think this was a fun space. I love the wheel. I'm excited to. I gotta get in there and beta test Giddy too. I want to see the whole application and play around with it. I echo Fran's words. It's definitely disrupting. I think you pegged it at 100 million, so I'm going to hold you to that next 100 million number. But
Got it. I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, for us all to get that into DeFi, we all need to work together and partner together. And I think, that's part of what we've tried to accomplish is really working with every single ecosystem partner we possibly can to build together, to become more composable. And so really looking forward to the partnership with Giddy. And this is only the beginning, and I can't wait to see what it comes.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, again, the people who spoke, and also everyone who listened through the whole space. Thank you again, and I hope we can meet again sometime.
Thanks a bunch for having us.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Giddy up, y'all.
Giddy up. See you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.